Hey there, I'm Marvin, and welcome back to our playthrough of Mass Effect Legendary Edition. In the last episode, we concluded the main mission on Pharos, where Shepard confronted and defeated the Thorian, and from that we were able to acquire the Cipher, the means by which Shepard can understand Prothean physiology and fully interpret the vision that she received from the Prothean beacon on Eden Prime. With that, she then shared that vision with Liara, and using her Prothean expertise, Liara was able to deduce that this vision was, in fact, a warning about the Reapers to the rest of the Empire when the Reapers first invaded them, and was able to figure out that the Conduit is located in the system of Ilos, which is accessible by the Mu Relay. So finally, all the pieces from our main missions are coming together between saving Liara and traveling to Pharos and Noveria. We have our final destination to go and take out Saren. Naturally, of course, the Council again proved that they were not ready to support Shepard in this regard. In fact, when Shepard pushed to them to send her and the Normandy into terminus space where Ilos resides, they actually chose to ground her for fear that such an action might actually provoke a war with the factions within the terminus systems. So Shepard needs some help from Anderson, in fact, to get herself on the Normandy and escape the clutches of the Council on the Citadel. So with that, we were all set to go, but I chose to just finish off a few more side quests that are pretty interesting story-wise. The first one, we took out Ilanos Halliot, who is the pirate, I guess, lord responsible for the attack on Elysium years ago, which made Shepard famous for being able to successfully defend that attack, and he clearly was looking to get some revenge, but we were able to take care of that. And then we finished off with the Bring Down the Sky DLC, which takes Shepard to just outside the human colony of Terra Nova on asteroid X-57, where Balak and a group of Batarian slavers have captured the asteroid and directed it to crash into the human colony. So with Shepard's help, we were able to take out the 3 fusion torches that were guiding the asteroid, and then finally confront Balak in the main facility. Unfortunately, Balak had, in that time, set up some bombs within that facility, and so we had to make a choice between hunting him down or defusing those bombs to save the hostages trapped within the facility. And that's what we ended up choosing, because we are going with the Paragon option, and that works out just fine because Balak actually makes an appearance in Mass Effect 3 if he survives this event, and we'll be able to bring some closure to this whole ordeal. So with that, we are finally set to go to pursue Saren at Ilos. This is the point of no return in Mass Effect 1. So if there is any other side quest that you're looking to finish, any other gear you're looking to purchase through the Alliance Requisitions Officer down in the engineering bay, this is the time to do it. Once you hit go, you are pushing through to the end of the game. So we are all set to go. Let's go ahead and get things started. All right, here we go. Now, one of the iconic things of BioWare games, BioWare RPG games like Mass Effect,
Shepard, may I speak with you?
like Mass Effect and Dragon Age, is that on the eve of the final confrontation, you'll always get some kind of big romance scene. So this is what you get for Mass Effect 1 between Shepard and either Liara, Ashley, or Kaden. depending on who you chose to romance.
I was just thinking about you.
I have been thinking about you too, and what we are about to face. I do not know what is going to happen on Ilos. I hope we will stop Saren, of course, but part of me fears we are already too late. There is something I must tell you, in case we fail.
We're not going to fail.
Your password?
Promise.
Please, I am not looking for comfort. Saren might already have the Conduit. It is time to be completely honest with each other. These could be our last moments together. Our last chance to show each other how we feel. I want this to be special.
We don't have to do this. Not unless you're sure.
I have never been more sure of anything in my life. Will you join with me, Shepard? Let our bodies and minds unite.
All right. So we're of course going to say yes, but I'm going to be skipping this particular scene. And in fact, it's really interesting if you were around when Mass Effect 1 first came out. BioWare received a whole ton of flack for showcasing an intimate scene that was actually quite explicit. So if you're interested to see what that looks like, I'm sure you can get the game yourself or figure it out otherwise. But we're going to say yes and then skip straight through to the cutscene of us traveling to Ilos.
Just tell me what to do.
Alrighty, and here we are, onto the media relay.
Commander? We've got company.
Have their sensors picked us up yet?
Well, stealth systems are engaged. Unless we get close enough for a visual, they won't have any idea we're here.
Picking up some strange readings from the planet's surface.
Take us down, Joker. Lock in on the coordinates.
Negative on that, Commander. The nearest landing zone's 2 clicks away.
We'll never make it in time on foot. Get us something closer.
There is nowhere closer. I've looked.
Drop us in the Mako.
You need at least 100 meters of open terrain to pull off a drop like that. The most I can find near Saren is 20.
20 meters? We'll never get in close enough for a drop.
We have to try.
Find another landing zone.
There is no other landing zone!
The descent angle's too steep.
It's our only option.
It's not an option. It's a suicide run. We don't...
I can do it.
Joker,
I can do it.
gear up and head down to the Mako. Joker, drop us right on top of that bastard.
Alright, Joker, time to shine. That scene was brought to you by people who are frustrated finding parking in the city.
You two, keep moving. Inside, now.
We have to get inside this bunker before Saren finds the Conduit. There is no way we're getting past that door with brute force.
Saren found some way to open it. There must be some kind of security override somewhere in this complex.
We will have to find some way to get it up and running again.
Alrighty. I'm gonna do a quick check on my gear. I actually don't know if I need to... Alrighty. So, this, Ilos and Vermeer are definitely, I think, my two favorite combat sections in Mass Effect 1. But I will say with Ilos, it does get a little bit confusing about where to go, especially this first segment here. We're going to start off right here at the top of the map where the Mako is, and we need to get that door in front of us open so we can take the Mako deeper into the complex. But to do that, we got to do a little bit of navigating, and in this first section, there are actually two areas. I think here and right here that allow you to travel underneath this level to a bottom level, but that actually doesn't help you progress further into the map. It just gives you access to something that allows you to disable some larger enemies that we'll confront very shortly. Instead, what you want to do is turn around, head down this direction, and just gun straight through these enemies until you reach this point where you want to take a right so you can go loop around here and head down to this courtyard in the bottom of the map. So this elevator right here is our final target. So yeah, with that, let's get things going. Oh, let me check if I have tungsten. Nope, did not. All right, everyone, load up on tungsten. Okay, let's do it. For some reason those troopers move really, really fast. It's a bit funny. Alright, then right here you're going to face a pair of armatures. Ooh. Usually you only fight those in the Mako, so they're quite a bit tougher. Alright, we can ignore that one. Yeah, so right here, you should not go forward and down this ramp that's just right behind this wall. Instead, you should turn right and head in this direction. Once you go up this ramp, there's going to be a few enemies on the right to take care of. All right, excellent. Alrighty. Finally, we've reached the bottom of the map. Here's our elevator.
This place still has power. It must be running off its own generator.
This must be the command center for the entire complex. Saren's troops must have sealed the doors from here after he went inside. We will have to figure out how to disengage the security lockdown if we ever want to get inside that bunker.
Alrighty. Sounds good. Okay, there's going to be quite some heavy resistance coming up here at Prime, among others. And then before you head straight there, you want to go to the side and up this ramp to open the security panel.
Come, Saren already has a head start. We have to go find him before he reaches the conduit.
Unless he's already found it. Then we're just walking into a trap.
That is a chance we will have to take.
Hold on. Something's happening.
Too late. Unable to... Invading fleets. No escape.
Sounds like some kind of message, but I don't recognize the language.
It is probably in Prothean. This recording must be 50,000 years old. No wonder we cannot understand it.
The message is all broken up, but I recognize some of the words. It's a warning against the Reaper invasion.
Of course. Between the beacons and the cipher, an understanding of the Prothean language would have been transferred into your mind.
Not safe. Seek refuge inside the archives.
What's it saying? Can you make out anything useful?
Vault Reapers. The Citadel. Overwhelmed. Only hope. Act of desperation. The Conduit. All is lost.
It said something about the Conduit, but it's too degraded to help. We should go.
Cannot be stopped. Cannot be stopped.
I always felt like that last line is very haunting. But we got what we needed. Alrighty. Alright, just one more elevator ride. Okay, and we ended up right back where we started, so just hang a left and go back to the Mako.
Who votes we take the vehicle into the creepy underground I have spent my life studying the Protheans, but I never dreamed I would discover anything like this. This bunker might have been the last refuge of their entire species. Just imagine what mysteries it might hold. Imagine what secrets it might reveal.
Please, try to remember why we're here. Saren, the Conduit, the fate of the entire known... What are all those things on the wall? Some kind of containers?
They look like stasis pods.
Alright, sorry. I guess I'm traveling a bit too fast and skipped some dialogue there, but yes, they are stasis pods. Just keep driving. You can choose to ignore the enemies. Very soon you're going to hit this barrier in front.
What is happening?
It's a trap! Saren must have set an ambush!
I do not think Saren is behind this. I have studied the Protheans for decades, but I have never felt this sense of foreboding. What will we find down there?
Whatever we find, be cautious. If this were simply an automated trap, Saren would have triggered it as well.
You are not Prothean, but you are not machine either. This eventuality was one of many that was anticipated. This is why we sent our warning through the beacons.
Looks like some kind of VI program. Pretty badly damaged.
I do not sense the taint of indoctrination upon any of you. Unlike the other that passed recently. Perhaps there is still hope.
This is incredible. An actual Prothean VI, and I can understand it.
I have been monitoring your communications since you arrived at this facility. I have translated my output into a format you will comprehend.
Oh, that's convenient.
My name is Vigil. You are safe here for the moment, but that is likely to change. Soon, nowhere will be safe.
Are you some kind of artificial intelligence program?
I am an advanced non-organic analysis system, with personality imprints from Kesad Aishan, Chief Overseer of the Ilos Research Facility.
Why did you bring me here?
You must break a cycle that has continued for millions of years. But to stop it, you must understand, or you will make the same mistakes we did. The Citadel is the heart of your civilization and the seat of government, as it was with us, and as it has been with every civilization that came before us. But the Citadel is a trap. The station is actually an enormous mass relay, one that links to dark space, the empty void beyond the galaxy's horizon. When the Citadel relay is activated, the Reapers will pour through, and all you know will be destroyed.
Interesting. So if you remember the conversation with Sovereign back on Vermeer, the whole his claim that they want civilizations to develop along their intents is precisely this, to have a huge dependency on the Citadel and then be able to strike at the heart of their civilization.
How do the Reapers survive out in dark space?
We have only theories. The researchers here came to believe the Reapers enter prolonged states of inactivity to conserve energy. This allows them to survive the thousands and thousands of years it takes for organic civilization to rebuild itself. But in this state, they are vulnerable. By retreating beyond the edges of the galaxy, they ensure no one will accidentally discover them. They keep their existence hidden until the Citadel relay is activated.
How come nobody ever noticed the Citadel was an inactive mass relay?
The Reapers are careful to keep the greatest secrets of the Citadel hidden. That is why they created a species of seemingly benign organic caretakers. The Keepers maintain the station's most basic functions. They enable any species that discovers the Citadel to use it without fully understanding the technology. Reliance on the Keepers ensures no other species will ever discover the Citadel's true nature. Not until the relay is activated and the Reapers invade.
And so that's why it's important to complete that Keeper scanning side quest on the Citadel, because we are going to see a funny take on this when we get into Mass Effect 2.
The Reapers can wipe out the Council and the entire Citadel fleet in a single surprise attack.
That was our fate. Our leaders were dead before we even realized we were under attack. The Reapers seized control of the Citadel, and through it, the mass relays. Communication and transportation across our empire were crippled. Each star system was isolated, cut off from the others. Easy prey for the Reaper fleets. Over the next decades, the Reapers systematically obliterated our people. World by world, system by system, they methodically wiped us out.
Some of you must have managed to survive.
Through the Citadel, the Reapers had access to all our records, maps, census data. Information is power, and they knew everything about us. Their fleets advanced across every settled region of the galaxy. Some worlds were utterly destroyed. Others were conquered, their populations enslaved. These indoctrinated servants became sleeper agents under Reaper control. Taken in as refugees by other Protheans, they betrayed them to the machines. Within a few centuries, the Reapers had killed or enslaved every Prothean in the galaxy. They were relentless, brutal, and absolutely thorough.
What do the Reapers get out of this? Why do they keep repeating this pattern of genocide over and over?
The Reapers are alien, unknowable. Perhaps they need slaves or resources. More likely they are driven by motives and goals organic beings cannot hope to comprehend. In the end, what does it matter? Your survival depends on stopping them, not in understanding them.
It's a good question, though, and we will find out the reason why they perpetuate this cycle in Mass Effect 3.
I don't understand. Where did the Reapers go after they conquered your people?
Our worlds were stripped bare, harvested by the indoctrinated slaves. Everything of value, all resources, all technology was taken. Certain that all advanced organic life had been extinguished, the Reapers retreated back through the Citadel relay into dark space, sealing it behind them. All evidence of the Reaper invasion had been wiped away. Only their indoctrinated slaves were left behind, abandoned. Mindless husks, no longer capable of independent thought, the indoctrinated soon starved or died of exposure. The genocide of the Protheans was complete.
You said you brought me here for a reason. Tell me what I need to do.
The Conduit is the key. Before the Reapers attacked, we Protheans were on the cusp of unlocking the mysteries behind mass relay technology. Ilos was a top-secret facility. Here, researchers worked to create a small-scale version of a mass relay, one that linked directly to the Citadel, the hub of the relay network.
The Conduit is not a weapon. It is a backdoor onto the Citadel.
What happened next?
We severed all communication with the outside, and our facility went dark. The personnel retreated underground into these archives. To conserve resources, everyone was put into cryogenic stasis. I was programmed to monitor the facility and wake the staff when the danger had passed. But the genocide of an entire species is a long, slow process. Years passed, decades, centuries. The Reapers persisted, and my energy reserves were dwindling.
You should have fought.
We were a few hundred against a galactic invasion fleet. Our only hope was to remain undetected. I began to disable the life support of non-essential personnel. First support staff, then security. One by one, their pods were shut down to conserve energy. Eventually, only the stasis pods of the top scientists remained active. Even these were in danger of failing when the Reapers finally retreated back through the Citadel relay.
There were hundreds of stasis pods out there. You just shut them down? You killed them?
I think more interesting is somehow they had the technology to pinpoint when the Reapers retreat into dark space without they themselves getting detected by the Reapers. That seems slightly far-fetched.
You were programmed to protect them, not kill them.
This outcome was not completely unforeseen. My actions were a result of contingency programming entered on my creation.
I bet they didn't tell the non-essential staff about this contingency.
I saved key personnel. When the Reapers retreated, the top researchers were still alive. My actions are the only reason any hope remains. When the researchers woke, they realized the Prothean species was doomed. There were only a dozen individuals left, far too few to sustain a viable population. Yet they vowed to find some way to stop the Reapers from returning, a way to break the cycle forever. And they knew the Keepers were the key.
Aren't they under the influence of the Reapers?
The Keepers are controlled by the Citadel. Before each invasion, a signal is sent through the station compelling the Keepers to activate the Citadel relay. After decades of feverish study, the scientists discovered a way to alter this signal. Using the Conduit, they gained access to the Citadel and made the modifications. This time, when Sovereign sent the signal to the Citadel, the Keepers ignored it. The Reapers are trapped in dark space.
Saren can use the Conduit to bypass all the Citadel's external defenses.
Correct. And once inside, he can transfer control of the station to Sovereign. Sovereign will override the Citadel systems and manually open the relay, and the cycle of extinction will begin again.
Is there any way we can stop them?
There's a data file in my console. Take a copy when you go. When you reach the Citadel's master control unit, upload it to the station. It will corrupt the Citadel's security protocols and give you temporary control of the station. It might give you a chance against Sovereign.
Wait, where's the Citadel's master control unit? I've never heard of anything like that.
Through the Conduit, follow Saren. He will lead you to your destination.
What happened to the survivors from the Conduit project?
They used the Conduit to gain access to the Citadel, but the Conduit is only a prototype. The portal only links in one direction, so they were trapped on the station. I do not know what became of them then. It is unlikely they found any food or water on the station. I fear they suffered a slow, grim death. I only know they succeeded in their mission to seal the relay. Your presence here proves their sacrifice was not in vain.
So, when the Reapers created the Citadel, they created the Keepers as well?
A more likely scenario is that the Keepers were one of the early harvested civilizations, perhaps the very first. Perhaps they responded well to indoctrination, or the Reapers simply bred them to be obedient. In any case, they were left behind to operate and maintain the Citadel. But the Keepers are no longer directly controlled by Sovereign or its ilk. They evolved so that they only respond to the signals emitted by the Citadel itself. When the Protheans altered the Citadel's signals, they broke Sovereign's hold over the Keepers. Now, they are completely harmless.
Sovereign must have realized organic races were difficult to control.
A likely hypothesis. The Keepers evolved in an unanticipated direction. Non-organic servants like the Geth would be more predictable.
Yeah, but also probably easier to hack too.
What about the beacon on Eden Prime? And the one on Vermeer? What were they for?
At our apex, the beacons spanned the breadth of our empire. We used them as a single galaxy-wide network to transmit data and communications rapidly from world to world. Virtually all the beacons were destroyed during the invasion, but once the Reapers were gone, the survivors here on Ilos decided to risk sending out a message. We knew it was unlikely there were other survivors, but if there were, we wanted them to know about Ilos. We wanted to give them hope, so a message was sent across the network.
You could have exposed yourself to the Reapers.
In truth, we didn't expect any of the beacons would still function, but we had to try. If there were survivors, we had to reach them. The message was meant for our own people. It was coded so only organic beings could interpret it. We still didn't understand the power of Reaper indoctrination. We never realized it could lead an agent of the machines, like Saren, to this world. But it has also led you here. So perhaps we did not fail after all.
If the Reapers are trapped in dark space, how did Sovereign get here?
It is logical to assume the Reapers would leave one of their own behind after each extinction. A sentinel to pave the way for their inevitable return. Like those in dark space, Sovereign probably spent most of the last 50,000 years in a state of hibernation. Periodically, it would wake to analyze the situation. Keeping its existence hidden, it would evaluate the state of galactic civilization. And when the time was right, it would signal the Citadel and usher in the next Reaper invasion. But this time the signal failed. The Keepers did not respond. Sovereign's allies were trapped in the void. Alone, it was forced to try and discover what had gone wrong.
Sovereign's the largest ship in the galaxy. Why all this secret? Why not just attack the Citadel?
Sovereign is not invincible. Revealing its true nature would have united the forces of every organic species against it. Even a Reaper couldn't survive such odds. But the Reapers are patient. They will not rush into the unknown. Sovereign could have been planning this for centuries, moving deliberately, gathering allies. Slowly, it has assembled the pieces of the puzzle, working through agents to keep itself hidden. Saren is the most visible pawn of the Reapers, but I doubt he was the first. Now Sovereign has grown bold. Whether from confidence or desperation, I cannot say. But it is determined to reopen the portal to dark space.
Alright, interesting.
Saren's got enough of a head start. Grab that data file and let's go.
Shepard, are you sure? Who knows how much longer Vigil will be here? Even now the projection is weak. This might be our only chance to speak with it, our only link to the knowledge of the Protheans. It is the opportunity of a lifetime.
This is just a chance for you to really make sure that you've heard all the lore that you want to, so you can always go back. But no, we're all set here, so we're going to keep going forward, and it's true. Unfortunately, after this, Shepard and her team are the only ones who hear about this. The Council and everyone else doesn't, so unfortunately they're pretty skeptical about the story that we're told here on Ilos by Vigil.
I'm sorry, Liara. We have to stop Saren. Nothing else matters.
You are right. I am sorry. My personal feelings clouded my judgment. We should go.
The one you call Saren has not reached the Conduit. Not yet. There is still hope if you hurry.
all their culture, all their advanced technology, and the Protheans were taken in by the Reapers just as we were. They failed.
Just like my people. But they also gave us a chance to save ourselves. We must hurry.
Okay, so we finally learned what the Conduit is. A backdoor miniature mass relay. And that's where we're headed right now, so... Again, you can just ignore all these enemies. Oh, almost flipped over there. Alrighty, just a little bit further. Alright, and there it is ahead, the Conduit.
There, the Conduit. It's incredible.
We don't have time to admire the view. We have to get through that relay, and these Geth aren't gonna make it easy on us.
Oh, there's Sovereign.
Activate the defenses! Seal the station!
The arms aren't moving. Systems not responding.
Abandon the Citadel! Evacuate the Council! Citadel Control! Citadel Control, do you copy?
Too late. Alright, so if it's not clear from the ticking timer there at the bottom, do not fight the enemies, just keep on pushing forward.
Hang on, things are going to get a little rough.
Here we go.
Critical failures detected across all monitored systems. Please begin emergency evacuation procedure.
Oof. It's funny, if you want to, you can actually talk to Avina to find out what's going on.
Critical failures.
Alright, come on. We're done. Let's go. Oh no, the Keeper.
closing. They're sealing the station.
Don't let the enemy ships inside the arms.
It's pretty interesting to see just how Sovereign bullies his way right in. Boom. Yeah, if it's not clear, that spike that Sovereign is attaching itself to is the Citadel Tower where you meet the Council.
Saren's locked the elevator! Suit up! We're going outside!
That is one big ship. Look at that. This is going to be a very lengthy combat segment. You just keep following the red dots. On this part, you have to fight a Geth dropship, so you want to activate these defense turrets. Take it down more quickly. that isn't enough, you also gotta fight down those turrets. But yeah, I'm just gonna ignore them for now. Just keep pushing forward. Alright, and then head down left over here. We are finally through. Ooh.
I think we're done here.
Indeed.
All patched up.
Alright. Time for the final showdown. Well, a few more enemies. Alright, Saren.
I was afraid you wouldn't make it in time, Shepard.
In time for what?
The final confrontation. I think we both expected it would end like this. You've lost. You know that, don't you? In a few minutes, Sovereign will have full control of all the Citadel systems. The relay will open. The Reapers will return.
I've still got a few tricks up my sleeve.
You survived our encounter on Vermeer, but I've changed since then. Improved. Sovereign has upgraded me.
You let Sovereign implant you? Are you insane?
I suppose I should thank you, Shepard. After Vermeer, I couldn't stop thinking about what you said. About Sovereign manipulating me. About indoctrination. The doubts began to eat away at me. Sovereign sensed my hesitation. I was implanted to strengthen my resolve. Now my doubts are gone. I believe in Sovereign completely. I understand that the Reapers need organics. Join us, and Sovereign will find a place for you, too.
Sovereign's controlling you through your implants. Don't you see that?
The relationship is symbiotic. Organic and machine intertwined. A union of flesh and steel. The strengths of both, the weaknesses of neither. I am a vision of the future, Shepard. The evolution of all organic life. This is our destiny. Join Sovereign and experience a true rebirth.
Alright. And so, at this point, you can't continue this normally and face down Saren like you did on Vermeer, but hopefully you will have maxed out your Paragon or Renegade score. You can actually bypass this altogether with these special dialogue options.
Sovereign hasn't won yet. I can stop it from taking control of the station. Step aside and the invasion will never happen.
We can't stop it. Not forever. You saw the visions. You saw what happened to the Protheans. The Reapers are too powerful.
Some part of you must still realize this is wrong. You can fight this.
Maybe you're right. Maybe there is still a chance for... The implants. Sovereign is too strong. I'm sorry. It is too late for me.
It's not over yet. You can still redeem yourself.
Goodbye, Shepard. Thank you.
Oh, alrighty. If you're wondering, we're not actually done yet. They wouldn't make it that easy.
Vigil's data file worked. I've got control of all systems.
Quick! Open the station's arms. Maybe the fleet can take Sovereign down before he regains control of the station.
See if you can open a communications channel.
The Destiny Ascension. Main drives offline. Kinetic barriers down 40%. The Council is on board. I repeat, the Council is on board.
Normandy to the Citadel. Normandy to the Citadel. Please tell me that's you, Commander.
I'm here, Joker.
We caught that distress call, Commander. I'm sitting here in the Endura sector with the entire Arcturus fleet. We can save the Ascension. Just unlock the relays around the Citadel and we'll send the cavalry in.
Are you sure about this, Shepard? Human casualties will be very high if you send your fleet in now.
This is bigger than humanity. Sovereign is a threat to every organic species in the galaxy.
True. That's why you can't waste reinforcements trying to save the Council. You must hold them back until the Citadel arms open up and the human fleet can go after Sovereign.
What's the order, Commander? Come in now to save the Ascension, or hold back?
Just an interesting note that with your two companions, one will take each side, and because of what happens on Vermar, you can't actually have two human companions at this point, which you would think would both advocate for saving, holding the fleet back. But yes, this is actually one of the major decisions you can make right here at the tail end of Mass Effect 1. Whether or not you choose to save the Destiny Ascension influences what kind of council you see in Mass Effect 2 and 3. But of course, you know, the rest of the main story arc remains the same.
Opening the relays now, Joker. We need to save the Ascension no matter what the cost.
I hope the Council appreciates this.
Yeah, I don't think they will. We'll do it anyways.
Alliance ships, move in. Save the Destiny Ascension.
So we gotta stand up for
Commander,
one another.
We're picking up reinforcements.
It's the Alliance. Thank the goddess.
Destiny Ascension, you are all clear. Repeat, you are all clear.
The Citadel's opening. All ships move in. Concentrate on Sovereign.
Make sure he's dead.
You just know with a line like that, something bad's gonna happen.
He's dead.
I am Sovereign, and this station is mine.
Negative. This is our only chance. Take that monster down no matter what the cost.
All right. Oh my God! Stop moving. Oh. He's a very tanky final boss. Alright, now for the finishing touches.
Its shields are down. Now's our chance.
Get it with everything we got.
Hard on my flank. We're going in.
Oh no.
Go!
Captain Anderson, we found them! They're in here!
Take it easy. It's over. You're safe now. Where's the commander?
As if there's any real doubt, this is a recurring theme. Shepard survives just a ton of damage in all 3 games of the trilogy. It's pretty ridiculous. Truly, she is invincible.
Ambassador, Captain, Commander Shepard, we have gathered here to recognize the enormous contributions of the Alliance forces in the war against Sovereign and the Geth.
Many humans lost their lives in the battle to save the Citadel. Brave and courageous soldiers who willingly gave their lives so that we, the Council, might live.
There is no greater sacrifice, and we share your grief over the tragic loss of so many noble men and women.
The Council also owes you a great personal debt, Commander, one we can never repay. You saved not just our lives, but the lives of billions from Sovereign and the Reapers.
Commander Shepard, your heroic and selfless actions serve as a symbol of everything humanity and the Alliance stand for.
And though we cannot bring back those valiant soldiers who gave their lives to save ours, we can honor their memories through our actions.
Humanity has shown it is ready to stand as a defender and protector of the galaxy. You have proved you are worthy to join our ranks and serve beside us on the Citadel Council.
Consular, on behalf of humanity and the Alliance, we thank you for this prestigious honor and humbly accept.
We will need a list of potential candidates to fill humanity's seat on the Council.
Given all that has happened, I am sure your recommendation will carry a great deal of weight, Commander. Do you support any particular candidate?
Indeed. So this is going to be the final decision you get to make here on Mass Effect 1. I think I've completed this game at least 10 times, and I have never, ever been able to bring myself to choose Ambassador Udina. Just what a scumbag. So my personal preference is Captain Anderson, and that's what we'll choose for this playthrough, but certainly you can see a slightly different twist on Mass Effect 2 if you choose Ambassador Udina instead. But yeah, with that, we're going to choose our candidate and then play out through the rest of the epilogue here. So with that, I'm actually going to go ahead and sort of wrap up my commentary for this first part of our Legendary Edition playthrough, going through Mass Effect 1. I really hope that you enjoyed these 12 episodes I've put together for this first game. We've got to see quite a journey here for Commander Shepard, starting out as a decorated Alliance soldier and potential Spectre candidate, to finding out about a vision from the Protheans of impending doom. We scoured the galaxy for clues on what was going on, battling Saren along the way with 6 really interesting companions, one of whom we unfortunately had to leave behind on that mission in Virmire. Of course, it's not all super serious along the way. We got to come across some interesting light moments, most notably, I think anyways, Conrad Werner on the Citadel, Commander Shepard's #1 fan, who we will most definitely see again in Mass Effect 2 and number 3. But yeah, there really is so much that you can unravel in this game, depending on the choices that you make and the way that you go about completing these missions. So definitely, while this playthrough of the first game is my preferred way of getting through this story arc, I definitely highly recommend that you try out other options as well, depending on what you like. So there's really so much replayability when it comes to the game, both in terms of its story, but also in its gameplay, and choosing a different caricature for Shepard when you start off with the character creation process. In any case, again, so my name is Marvin. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you do, please leave it a like and subscribe to Buddy Up Gaming for future episodes on this Legendary Edition. We are going to start off Mass Effect 2 in the next episode, and continue Commander Shepard's journey to uncovering the way to defeat the Reapers. With that, yeah, I hope you have a good one, and take care out there. I'm gonna leave this to close out on the credits. So here we go. Captain Anderson, you're up.
We need someone with the courage to stand up for what he believes in. Someone like Captain Anderson.
Him? You must be joking. Anderson prefers to let his fists do the talking.
Only with you, Ambassador. Only with you.
Are you sure about this, Commander? The captain's a soldier, not a politician.
I usually pick this, just for fun. Let's just try this option just for...
I'd rather have the captain on the council than any politician I know.
I think it's an inspired choice. The council would welcome him with open arms, should he accept.
I'm honored, Counselor. As humanity's representative, I'll do everything in my power to help the council rebuild.
Sovereign's defeat marks the beginning of a new era for both humanity and the council.
Sovereign was only a vanguard. The Reaper fleet is still coming. Hundreds of ships, maybe thousands. And I'm gonna find some way to stop them.
Shepard's right. Humanity is ready to do its part. United with the rest of the Council, we have the strength to overcome any challenge. When the Reapers come, we must stand side by side. We must fight against them as one. And together, we will drive them back into dark space.
Alright, nice little portrait right here. And with that, also an absolute banger song here for the credits. Alrighty. Commander Shepard, signing off.